The creators of the League of Legends based show Arcane did an AMA on Reddit yesterday, and they gave a lot of juicy nuggets about what could be coming in Season 2. What's up, Knuckleheads? It's Josh, and today we're doing something a little different. We're talking about Arcane, the League of Legends show that has become, dare I say, a cultural darling, maybe one of the best video game adaptations on film or TV ever. After the smash success of Season 1, the creators of Arcane, Christian Linke and Alex Yee, didn't ask me anything on Reddit where they revealed a lot of behind-the-scenes information as well as some keys about what could be coming in Season 2, and that's where we're going to put the focus today. But if you're interested in that behind-the-scenes stuff, or they also talk about the writing and the artwork for Season 1, you can find the AMA linked in the description. One of the first questions that Christian and Alex got was how they would describe Season 2 in one word, and they chose war and Rubicon. Now, war makes a lot of sense given how Season 1 ended, with Jinx firing the super mega death rocket into the Capitol building of Piltover, but Rubicon's a bit more interesting because it could have a lot of different meanings, most often used to identify a body of water, particularly rivers, which could be significant given the location of Silco's lair, the river that runs through Zaun where Victor met Singed, but Rubicon can also refer to Julius Caesar, who crossed the Rubicon and threw the Roman Republic into civil war back in 49 BC. So I would say that this is most likely a reference to the civil war that's going to break out between Zaun and Piltover, and perhaps Jinx is the one who crossed the Rubicon, throwing the country into war, but that's just a guess on my part. It's definitely up for interpretation. And the creators also confirmed that we are going to be seeing some flashbacks in Season 2 that will either show Vander and Silco's relationship back when they were younger, or Silco and Jinx's relationship during that gap in the time jump of Season 1. They also said it is solidly possible that Mel Medardo will return in Season 2, despite the fact that she was in the Capitol building as it was about to be blown up by Jinx. Now, we know that Jace and Victor were also in there at the time, and they're almost assuredly going to survive and make it into Season 2, but it would also be interesting to see Mel survive and make it into Season 2, particularly given her and her mother's relationship and how that could tie this story into Noxus. And speaking of Noxus, that is one of the regions that was name dropped when asked about which other parts of Runeterra they might be most interested in adapting to film. That and Ionia were the two name dropped, so I definitely think there's a good chance that this conflict, this civil war between Piltover and Zaun, is going to expand and ebb out into the rest of Runeterra. But Alex and Christian also seem aware that it's not a good idea to move too fast off of the story that got people hooked on Arcane, saying that they have to earn a larger worldview first. So definitely in the future, it looks like they will be expanding to those other regions, but they're going to take it slow. So I would anticipate that in Season 2, it's still going to be focused on Piltover and Zaun primarily. Maybe we'll get a little look into a place like Ionia or Noxus, but I don't think we're moving completely away from Piltover and Zaun. In fact, they weren't even willing to say if this will be the last season featuring Piltover and Zaun because it would be a bit of a spoiler, which to me indicates that it probably will not be the last season where we have Piltover and Zaun. They also said that they're going to dive into the person above Zilko, the bigger fish that Finn mentioned to Savika when they were talking during Season 1, saying that this line did have a significant meaning and this person is going to fill the power vacuum left by Silco at the end of Season 1 with his death. My theory is that this is Renata Glask. I think that she would be the logical answer to fill in a void for Silco and potentially be an even more menacing villain presence if you know anything about her lore. And finally, the big question, when is Season 2 going to drop? They did not give any answers. They were just very cagey about it. I don't know when Season 2 is going to drop. They did say that they're going to balance between getting it out soon for the people who are eager to see Season 2, but also making sure that it's polished enough to maintain that quality of Season 1, which is the right approach. If I was to guess, I would say maybe late 2023, early 2024, but don't take my word for it. That is an absolute complete guess.